we're gonna bring you into a little behind the scenes today. So first appointment for the day, it's about 10:30, heading to my first appointment of the day. So we're looking at 2 different properties. You know, sometimes you don't really have an option. You have to buy a house sight unseen, and you use the information you have to see and view and smell and experience the house as best you can without actually seeing it in person. So I'll show you all my gadgets, what we'll be using today. But one of the things that we're going to go is I'm going to video the house. So we're doing theirs a little bit different. Sometimes we do FaceTime. I actually have a FaceTime appointment later on today with another client in another property. But these clients, I'm going to go video the home. I'm going to talk about the home and let them know my experience, how my experience is, you know, yada, yada, yada. And what we're going to do, I'm going to put that video together in iMovie on my phone. I'm going to do everything on my phone, most likely. And then from there, I'm going to send it off to him. So I'm probably going to throw it on YouTube as an unlisted video. So it's not a public video, but anyone that has a link can access it. And it easily plays with every device versus if you've ever tried to, if you've ever tried to text or email somebody a video, a lot of times those videos are too big for them to be able to read them. So I like YouTube. I use YouTube all the time. So it'll be unlisted video from there. And I can do everything from my phone. So I take the video on my phone, I plug it into iMovie and connect all the separate videos. And then I export it into my photos. And then from my Photos app, I upload it directly to YouTube as an unlisted video through the YouTube app. So I'm going to stop the video and I'm going to see you at the house. All right, new angle. So I use, for all these tours and stuff, I use this. It's like $100, $150. This is one of the best investments you can make as a real estate agent. It's called a DJI OM4. The Osmo Mobile 3 is also excellent. The big difference in this is it's magnetic. So I bought an Apple case like this that I can put my phone in, and then I can just go like that and I can magnet it on here and I don't have to balance it. The OM4 has that. The Osmo Mobile 3 doesn't. Yeah, don't judge me. I know I wasted a MagSafe case on that, but I had it sitting around. This is a MagSafe case, so I didn't want to. I can't put the little magnet thing on there without the not being able to use MagSafe. So I just got another thing. I take my phone, put it in here like so. Nice thing is this one, I don't have to balance. It's already on here. So I turn it on. The battery lasts forever too. You can charge it in your car. So now, boom. So now I use this to stabilize the video so it's not super shaky and it's nice and smooth as I'm going through the house. Also, I have the one with the wide angle lens. That's super important. You can do it with a regular lens. It just takes more time, a little more difficult to get done. So what I'll do is I will get this set up. If you're doing one that needs to be balanced in the car, and yeah, balance it in the car, get it ready to set up. I'll turn it off like that. I'll fold it up because I got to use my phone to get into that lockbox on the door, and we're a little bit early. So that is how we do it. Oh, what I do with the video is I get the video and I'll probably, for these private videos, I don't really always have my face in the video, but say, hey, we're at, whatever the address is, 123 Main Street. I did a drive-up video too on my phone. I'll add it in iMovie. I'll go in the front. I'll kind of look at the sides of the house. I'll show them this is on a corner lot. So I'm going to show them what it looks like around the house as well, because again, they're not here, so they can't see. What else? I'll kind of show around what all you see when you're standing in front of the house, not just the house. What do the sides of the house look like? What does the corner lot look like? And then I'll go in the house and kind of show them around that way, talking about the house as we go in. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's what we're going to do today. This is the first of 2 properties this morning for some clients that are out of town. And then I have one this afternoon. It's a FaceTime, which you're probably not going to be around for that one. But here's a little behind the scenes on how to sell properties without clients being in town to see them in person. So, Okay guys, a couple of things here that I wanted to point out. Again, we're doing behind the scenes today. I'm at a house videoing it for some clients that are not in town. So we got to look at homes not here. Chances are they're going to put a contract in. They're going to buy a house without ever seeing it in person. So we want to make sure we cover everything we can. When I'm showing a house, there's a few things that I talk about. Anything that is, now I'm not an inspector, I am not a contractor, I am not a window expert, I'm not a pool expert, I'm not any of those things. I'm a real estate agent. However, I have a lot of experience. And so I'm gonna be able to pick up on things that could turn into bigger issues down the road. And so I want you guys to be aware of it. So when we're looking at a house, I'm gonna be calling out two things. First off, anything condition-wise that I see is a problem. Second thing we're going to be calling out, or I'm going to be calling out, is anything with sellability. Because at the end of the day, someday you're going to call me or you're going to call my team and you're going to say, Jordan, I need to sell my house. And anything that could be a sellability item that I see, sellability issue that I see now, I want to bring it up now. I don't want to bring it up in 3 years when you call me to sell your house. So this house, fortunately, has two really good examples. So if we look at these windows right here, this is a condition item that I wanted to bring up to the clients, and I did. It's in another video that I'm gonna send to them. You won't see that video. But see how foggy those are? Look at that. They have moisture on them, but they're not moisture, they're dry, right? So let me turn this around. Okay, let's see if I can show you this well. See how that looks like it's moisture? It's not, it's dry. And if I wipe my hand on the outside, chances are it's dry outside too. So what that means is these glass, and a lot of windows, a lot of houses nowadays have 2 layers of glass. And in between those 2 layers is a gas. When moisture gets in there, it loses its seal. So this window has to be replaced, that window has to be replaced, that window has to be replaced, that window has to be replaced, probably that one, maybe that one. Anyways, again, I'm not a window expert. But, so we probably have $150, $200 per window, ballpark. Don't tell clients numbers unless you have an idea and you've seen numbers before. That's probably $150, $200 a piece. Let's say 200, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, $1,200 in windows, ballpark minimum, just in this one room. Because each of these, even though that's a single window, that's 4 different panels of glass. 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason I know this is because I've done this a lot, and windows come up all the time. Okay, so those are the condition items that I saw in this house that I brought up in my video. I talked about there were also some flooring issues where the flooring didn't seem level towards the in the master bedroom. The other thing I wanted to show you, well, I'm going to call that out. That noise is not good. I'm going to add that to the video. And all that looks like some kind of repair, texture repair, moisture, something like that. So the other thing I want to show you is this is the master bedroom. We are still on the top floor. I wonder if my eyes look cross-eyed when I'm that close. Probably. We're on the top floor. Masters, they're not a deal breaker for most people, but master on the top floor is something to think about. Master on the top floor, 2 things with masters on the top floor. In North Texas, specifically in my market, masters on the top floor, they take longer to sell. They also sell for less money. So when the market slows down, which now it's not slow, when it does slow down, even when the market's hot, master on the top floor takes longer to sell. When the market's slow, it takes an eternity to sell them. So if you need to get out of your, that's loud. If you need to get out of your house quickly, and your master's on the top floor, chances are it's not going to be that quick unless you price it super aggressively. Second thing, they sell for less. When you look at the exact same house, but master on the first floor, they sell for less money. Just something to be aware of. It's not a deal breaker. It's not something that would scare me away from a house, but it's a factor that I want to take into consideration when I'm looking at a house, or I have clients looking at a house that has a master on the top floor. Call out anything that I see as a sellability issue and a condition issue. If those don't bother you, if I call something out that doesn't bother you, that's fine. I want to bring it to your attention, or I want to bring potential issues to your attention. So sellability, master on the top floor, takes longer to sell for less money, but you're going to buy it for less money. So it is what it is. Master on the top floor is just not desirable in North Texas. So those they're not as desirable, so they sell for less and they take longer to sell. The other thing that I want to talk about is condition. Anything condition-wise that I see, or I see potential to be an issue. I'm not an inspector, but I've been to a lot of them and I've seen a lot of inspections, so I start to pick up on the things that they pick up on. Not that I'm going to pick up on everything an inspector does, because I don't. But if I see something that I've seen before, I want you to know about it. For example, I walked into that closet, master closet in that last house, and the master, we went from tile to carpet, so there's typically going to be a dip from tile to carpet because tile is can be thicker, and maybe the padding's thinner on the carpet, whatever. But I went down, and then it kept, even once I was on carpet, it kept kind of going down, downhill a little bit. Hold on, I am turning left, the yield. I want to make sure that I don't run into anyone. So there we go, just figuring out where we're going. So it's something to call out. Now, does it mean there's foundation issues? Not necessarily. Does it mean there's the inspector is going to find issues with foundation? Not necessarily. But it's something I want to call out, because if I see that, I want you to be aware of it so that you can make the decision: do we take the risk and get the house under contract and put in an offer and do inspections, spend all that money, and then find out there's foundation issues that I kind of thought they're, I don't know, I don't think that house might or might not, because I'm not an expert, but it's a sign. It's one sign that could be foundation-related items. Sellability. The other thing about sellability is the thing that I see most often on sellability is going to be houses that back to unknown or that border unknown. Unknown to me are things that you don't know what it's going to be. You have a house that's built in a neighborhood that's built, and it backs to an area that is a field. Like, I mean, you can't see that field out there, but there's a field over there right now, and it's just field. There's nothing in there. It's growing something right now. It's growing like a crop or something. And there's a bunch of houses that back to that. I don't know if you can see that or not. This lens might be way too wide. So if you back to one of those, eventually, this is Frisco right now, eventually there is going to be something right over there that that backs to those houses and backs to their driveways. So I don't like backing to the unknown. It could be a sellability item. It could be a non-issue now because you're backing to a field, and it becomes an issue because maybe they put multi-family there. Maybe they put retail there. Maybe they put whatever there. That could affect your sellability in the future because people don't typically want to back to retail or multifamily or things like that versus backing to another house or backing to nothing. So, that was loud. Okay, so editing the video right now, realized I didn't close it out, and secondly, found that this phone shoots what's called HDR. GoPro shoots regular, so I had to do some finagling. It is now 24 hours roughly after I did all the video you saw up to this point. Anyways, so wanted to show you guys some stuff that I do in the background that people don't realize I do, and hopefully agents and, where's the camera on this thing? Okay, there. Hopefully agents and see this and go, oh yeah, that's easy. Why wouldn't I be doing video to show clients' houses when they're not able to access it in person? I'm a big fan of text and email, and the reason being is because I can send you a text or an email almost any time, and you can read it when it's convenient for you. You can reply when it's convenient for you, and I can read it when it's convenient for me. A phone call expects everyone to be available at the same time. Video, FaceTime videos are the same way. But if I have a client that I can go to a video, I can tour the house, I can show them what the house has to offer, what I like, what I don't like, all of the above, and I can upload it to YouTube as a unlisted video. Then they can take the time and they can view that video at their discretion or at their on their time, on their schedule, if you will. And so doing that video is the same way as a text message or an email, which I really like. Not that I don't like talking to people. Obviously, I like talking to people, but it's a convenience for them to be able to get to it when it works for their schedule. So that's what I got. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I'm seeing a lot of agents subscribe to my channel and watch my videos, so I wanted to put up some value for agents and some behind the scenes for my clients. So that's all I got. My name is Jordan Bellinger. I'm with the Bacon Bellinger Real Estate Group at Coldwell Banker Apex. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know. Otherwise, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.